basically the levels you're looking for, consolidating between $16 to $21. After that, you need to pass $23 to $25. You might have issues at the $26 price point given the past history horizontal levels, but I'm not too worried about that. Next level you're looking at is $28 to $29. I'm going to release that $30 video where you potentially might not want to sell at $30 and you might want to hold until $47 spike up. Main reason is because BlackBerry has been going absolutely insane for the past 2 trading days. It's going to get even crazier. If you've been a viewer of my channel, I'm going to talk about one other sign that's going to indicate that we have even more of a run up to come. And also AMC stock has decided to sell about 11 million shares, and that is basically diluting the stock. So that is having a negative effect on the stock. In terms of pre-market, it is a little bit down. So I'm assuming that because BlackBerry is going catabolic in terms of pre-market, closed at $15.25 as of June 2nd, 2021, and pre-market is up 22%. I think there's going to be an exchanging of hands where, yes, volume has been nuts for the past 2 trading days, but it's going to get even crazier, and that's going to drive up the stock even more. Quick disclaimer, like always though, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a professional. Everything I do share with you is just my opinion. It is not advice. So please do your own due diligence and research before buying and selling. Now, in terms of 3 signs we've mentioned on this channel, is the first sign is on the 5-year chart. We were waiting to break through this downward trend resistance line, which we did. And then we were waiting to bounce off this upward trend support line. So if you've been a viewer of my channel, you know that this was enough conviction to enter, and you could have entered around this point. Now, you could have waited for this 3rd conviction right here, and not necessarily had to, because with the 1-year chart, it already was crossover to positive. This is the MACD line where it indicates if the movement is bearish or bullish. So in the 5-year chart, the past few trading days, it was still in the negative, so it was not optimistic. And you could see, right, like basically it was curved down on the bottom, but it was curving up. So we were waiting for it to cross over. Once it crosses over, it is in the positive, it is bullish, it is optimistic. Plus you could see this green uptick. So now it is technically finally going to have even more of a run up. Again, nobody knows for sure. It could reverse to the downside automatically. That is still possible, but I still think the run up is hypothetically still in full tact and gonna continue to the upside. Now, if we go to the 1-year chart, like I've shown in the past too, just to indicate a little bit even more, is this is the upward trend support line based off the 5-year chart. I didn't adjust it still because I want to keep the 5-year chart intact like you see right here. Now, in the 1-year chart, like I'm going back to, keeps an upward trend support line and all that stuff. Let me just zoom out. Sorry about that. Upward trend support line, if you can imagine, it was cleaner a little bit, broke through the downward trend resistance line, bounced off the upward trend support line, and just spiked up, passing all 3 moving averages. MAC line is absolutely awesome. It's bullish in the 1-year movement. So in the 1-year movement, it's bullish, it's optimistic. And with the 5-year chart as well, above all 3 moving averages. Now, leading up to the 1-month chart, just amazing stuff. Above all 3 moving averages as well in terms of the 1-month chart. MAC line's in the positive, so it's bullish. And then plus if you look at the upward trend support, it's just amazing trajectory, like it's just nonstop. Now the question is it going to just come down? I think because given all that stuff, especially for the 5-year chart with the MAC line, it's just hypothetically it still has more room to grow. Plus the AMC shares in terms of investor hands, I think it might be switching over, is a good sign. Now I stated in my last video that we needed to pass $16.40. If I go to the all graph, so that was the 5-year charts, 1-year charts, and the 1-month chart. I was basing it off of, so if you look at the whole entire graph overall, you could see that it goes up to like $16.40, gets knocked down here, here, and here. So this was in 2000. I know some people are going to be like, you can't go that far back, but in terms of analyzing the graph, I've noticed that in past histories, for example, when it went up to $28, $29 back in January 2021, I was anticipating that was going to be massive resistance right off the bat. Regardless of Robinhood or not, I knew that was going to be a massive resistance. And that was the reason why I personally did not sell, because I didn't anticipate Robinhood to stop shares from being bought, which obviously if you stop shares from being bought and you could only sell, what's going to happen? Stock's going to go down, right? Because demand and supply and demand. But if it did break it, it was going to go nuts. And that's what I was anticipating. So it just, history repeats itself. That's essentially what it is. That's what I'm essentially trying to say. So 2000, 2002, 2003, and 2001, sorry about that. Or no, I'm reading the wrong date. Sorry about that. 2000, 2004, 2012, and 2013. So every single time it went up to around 1640, it got knocked down. Now the thing is though, there was an incident where it hit 1666, which is what we did yesterday, and because of that, what happened was the next, like, for a little while, it consolidated from $16 to $21. So I'm gonna give, because I'm trying to get this video out as soon as possible, I apologize, it's not gonna be as detailed as my past videos, but it's gonna be pretty helpful overall. What has happened in the past was it would consolidate between $16 to $21. Now the milestone you want to hit in terms of horizontal resistance levels, because these are going to be horizontal resistance levels I'm going to give, because given the run up it's going through, because horizontal resistance levels are going to be the ones that are in play, not diagonal resistance levels, is it could consolidate between $16 to $21, but given how catabolic it's going, plus the AMC, honestly the AMC timing of selling shares is pretty crazy. And for Friday, I know I'm going all over the place, but today's trading day and tomorrow's trading day is going to be nuts, because tomorrow there's options that are going to expire too, and given how the options are, they could get those shares could be bought also, so that's going to be even more increased volume. It's pretty crazy. That's why I'm pretty excited. So the levels you want to look for is $16 to $21, potentially consolidating. Given the volume and everything, I think it might just break through those levels like nothing. But those are just consolidating levels because of the $16.66. And that's what I think it might happen. After that, you're looking to break $23 to $25. The thing is though, I'm almost not even concerned about $23, $25. Almost. It's hard to tell because this is going too fast in a way. But $23 to $25 last time, I thought it was going to cause issues. But within one trading day, so this is during the Robinhood incident, here's the trading day. It's supposed to be $23, but this is the 1 month chart, so it's not fully detailed. It went up to $23 and got knocked down, what I was anticipating, but I was busy during this time, and it just broke through it like butter, like no issue whatsoever, and went up straight to the $28, $29 resistance level that I was anticipating, that was happening way back in history, right? And then it came back down during the whole entire stuff. So basically the levels you're looking for, consolidating between $16 to $21. After that, you need to pass $23 to $25. You might have issues at the $26 price point given the past history horizontal levels, but I'm not too worried about that. Next level you're looking at is $28 to $29. I'm going to release that $30 video where you potentially might not want to sell at $30 and you might want to hold until $47 spike up. Main reason is because the reason why I was holding up is because I was not anticipating for some shady stuff to happen in terms of like potentially maybe Robinhood wasn't shady, but everybody has their own opinions. That's my potential opinion overall. Not necessarily Robinhood maybe themselves, but the whole entire situation happened was pretty shady in my opinion. But if that does not happen, I'm personally thinking it's going to spike up to $47. I'll release the full detailed video soon. I apologize. I was supposed to release it yesterday, but I was busy. But that's basically it. Hopefully you liked the video. Hopefully you found it helpful. I apologize it's not as detailed as the past, but I'm trying to get the video as soon as possible. And if you liked the video and found it helpful, consider dropping a like. It does help with the video channel, so I appreciate it. Thank you so much. If you have any questions, do not hesitate to ask. I'll try to answer them as soon as possible. It's going to be a little bit delayed. I apologize. And also, if you like videos like this or other financial videos, consider subscribing to be notified when I do upload those videos. Thank you so much for awesome support, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.